What is up? My name is Javier Lomelin. In this video, we're going to be running through the AMZ Toolkit Management Google Sheet so that way you can get a better understanding of how it works, how to set it up, and get your campaigns running as soon as possible. Let's get started. Alright, so here we are in the dashboard tab of the Google Sheet. At the very top left corner, what you see is the unique value. This is actually the number or value that resets the bot every single day. And this pulls the information from the bot reset tab. Now I'll go over this in a few moments, okay? Next thing you see is just a brief explanation about how the product status checkboxes work. That means, let me just go ahead and collapse this so you can see. If the checkbox is on, then that means the product status for that product is going to be active. If I untick this, it switches over to expired, and that means the promotion is ended. So whenever users try to get this promotion for this specific product, they will get a message that says it looks like the promotion for this item has ended, and then it gives them options to check out the current products. Let me just go ahead and turn this back on so it can go back to active, and that's how easy it is. The second I click this off, it changes. The second I put it back on, it changes back to active. Okay, following that, we have the sales for today. This cell basically pulls data from the O column. All it does is it sums up everything that we have sold for today into one cell, and you can see it here. And after that, we have the O and P columns. It's pretty self-explanatory, as it says just there. Don't touch these columns, all right? These formulas, what they do is they add up every single cell that we have for each product or for each keyword, okay? So remember, don't touch them. Now to the right of that, we have the status formula. This determines if the product has sold out for the day, if it's expired, as you just saw right now. Again, let me click it, right? It also determines if the product is null. As you see right here in the Q column, we have the column that says null. Now this only works if the product status is on. If I click this right now, it's going to switch immediately to null, all right? But if I click this off, it's just going to disappear. Why? Because the promotion expired, so we don't really need to click this. Now, why do you need this? Well, there may be some times where a product may not be eligible to be sold for the next few days. I don't know, maybe stock issues. For some reason, you cannot sell a product for the next 2-3 days, whatever. But you don't want to tell people that the promotion for the product ended. What you can go ahead and do is set this to null, and whenever people select this specific product in the bot, what the bot will do instead is tell people, hey, it looks like we've reached our daily limit for this product. Please check back tomorrow. And that's all it will do. All right, so users will just check back every day until finally you check this off and the promotion is available. Now, as I said before, this also switches to sold out whenever we reach our daily target. All right, so here we have the goal, we have the daily, and basically the formula, what it does is it checks if the goal is equal to the daily or if it's greater than the daily. All right, so here I'll just go ahead and switch this to 0, and it switches to sold out. So here, if it said 8 and here it's at 8 as well, obviously it would say sold out. Okay, let me just put this back to what it was. All right, now that's how that works. So as you kind of gotten an idea, this is where you house every single product that you're going to be promoting, and this is going to have all the information that you need for each and every product. Okay, so let me go ahead and expand this so you can see everything. This is everything that you're going to be adding. You're going to be adding the brand name, right? You're going to be adding the API. This is the API that we provide for you through the AMZ Toolkit app, and you're going to have one for each product. Next, you have the product name, product keyword, the variant. This is the SFB column. Now you may notice right here, all this column has is checkboxes. And what the bot does is it checks if SFB is either true or false. So you can see, let me just show you real quick. When I click this to be on, it says true. When I click this to be off, it says false. So obviously, if SFB is true, then we know it's a search find by based campaign. If it's false, we know it's a URL based campaign. The next thing we have the KW trigger. Now this is basically the keyword that people click on in the Facebook ad. Let's say in the Facebook ad, it says something like, please click the button below to claim your free baby cradle. And the button's going to say test baby cradle. They're going to click that, and the default kicks in and the rest of the bot journey kicks in and they get the product. That's cool, right? Next thing we have is the price of the product, rebate percentage text. After that, we have the price with percentage. So let's say right here it's at 75%. Well, if I put $10, it's going to say $7.50 right then and there, all right? Following that, you're going to have the ASIN, the product photo. This is going to be the main image that you pull from the Amazon listing, all right? And then we have the pixel file link. And in actuality, it doesn't have to be strictly a pixel file link. It could be a link to YouTube, to Twitter, Pinterest, whatever. It's totally up to you, okay? And then lastly, we have the goal, which we just saw a few moments ago. You can switch it to whatever you want. It could be 8 per day, it could be 5. It's totally up to you, all right? So this is the dashboard tab, okay? From here, let's just hop over to the All Sales tab. This is actually what feeds the information to the Dashboard tab. In essence, every time users verify their order and complete their purchase in our bot in order status part 2, what happens then is that we do an insert row. So here we fill it up with all the pertinent information for the dashboard formula to do its thing. Here we just fill up everything from the brand, the product, the keyword, the variant, and the unique value. Every single day it's a new value. So right now it's 8, yesterday it was 7, tomorrow it's going to be 9, okay? So every cell that we have today is going to have a unique value of 8. After that, we have the user ID, full name, email, order ID. We have the rebate amount and the purchase date. All right, so you just may notice, why does it seem to repeat itself on column M? All right, let me just show you. Let me scroll to the right. Now, here we have a formula that shows everything that you see from column B through L, but in a descending manner. As you pay attention right here, we have unique value 1 through 8 going up, all right? And here you see the unique value starting from the latest sale, as you can see right here, November 25th, with a unique value of 8, going down. So this is basically what you see, right? You're able to see the latest sales at the very top. Let's say you have, I don't know, let's say you have 500 sales. Instead of having to scroll all the way down to see that 500th sale, well, you can just collapse this and now you see all the latest sales for today, all right? So that's how this works. Now, there's one thing you should know. The way I'm going to set it up for you is that I'm going to leave this blank, all right? And you decide if you want this formula. The reason that I leave this blank is because the very first cell within the bot is going to do an insert row, and it's totally going to skip row 3 because there's a formula here that's not populating anything. So it's immediately going to populate right here. So after you have your first cell, what you go ahead and do, you copy the cell, you do Command C, Control C, or you do Edit Copy. And then from here, what you'll do is you'll go to this cell right here, and you'll do Command V or Control V, or you'll go over to Edit and just do Paste, all right? So you'll go ahead and paste that in. Let's do it right here, and you're ready to go, all right? So that's how you do that. That's how you see the latest sales. So right now what you see is that for today, there's 1 sale. As you can see right here, count for the day, all right? Now this is just dummy data that I filled up for you so you can get a better understanding of what this does, okay? Let me just go ahead and collapse this, and let's continue over to the bot reset. This is the tab or worksheet that I mentioned just a few moments ago. This is actually the most important worksheet in this Google Sheet. This is, as I said before, what resets the products every single day, all right? And it's super simple, it's super awesome. Let me just show you the flow for this. It's super simple. Basically, this triggers every 24 hours. Very first thing it has is a condition. It checks if you have the AMZ reporting admin tag. Make sure you're the only one with this tag, nobody else, because it's happened to me where I accidentally set this flow to a few people and the bot for a few days without me realizing, ended up resetting like 3 times a day. So make sure you only have this tag and only you, okay? Next thing we have is an action that sets the event reporting update sheets cuff, and this sets it to that specific moment that this flow triggers. After that, we increase the AMZ unique value by 1, and then from there we just do an insert row. All that insert row does is it goes ahead and puts in the event reporting update sheet cuff, and it puts the unique value, and that's it. This immediately populates with a formula. Let me just show you what it does. I go ahead and drag this down. It says November 26, 2020, and that's it. I click it, and that's the only thing it tells me. I go ahead and delete that, and that deletes as well. All right, so from here, let's go over to the product selection tab. Here, this is the tab that we pull all the information for every single product in the bot. Every get row by value action pulls data from this tab, okay? So here we have 2 kinds of campaigns within the same worksheet. We have search find by campaigns and URL based campaigns. One thing to know is that the second you set up and complete a URL based campaign on the dashboard, it immediately populates right here and you have nothing else to do. All right, but search find by campaigns, they're a little different and there's a few extra steps, but I'll show you how to set those up in a moment. All right, so let's go ahead and set up a URL based campaign, and I'll do a search find by campaign after that. All right, so from here, let's go over to the product templates tab, and it's literally the same thing as the dashboard, but it's just a template. That's all it really is. It shows you the exact same thing. Let me expand this, and it shows you everything from brand all the way to goal. All right, let me just go ahead and collapse this so I can see the whole screen. And what you're going to do whenever you set up a new campaign, if it's either URL or search find by based campaigns, all you got to do is copy this. You go ahead and copy from the fingers pointing down. And remember, we're doing URL based. So we're going to go ahead and do Command C or Control C or edit copy. So let's just copy this over. All right, from here, let me go over to the dashboard tab. And which, by the way, if at any time you win a promotion for any single product, all you got to do is go over here. Let's say you end this URL based campaign. Let me just collapse this actually so you can see everything. All you have to do is highlight everything for that product to the last empty cell, which is right here. You're going to right click and you're just going to go ahead and delete all those rows and you're done. You just removed that campaign from your dashboard. You have nothing else to do. But you know what? This is just extra space that I don't need right now. So I'll just go ahead and remove this as well because I don't need it. And I'll go ahead and paste what I just copied from the product templates tab. All right, so here we are, and I selected a random product off of Amazon, and we're going to set that up. Okay, so here, let me just go ahead and expand this. First thing you're going to do is you're going to add the brand name. Okay, so we're going to go over to Amazon, and I have a pour over coffee maker. The brand name is Saki, so we're going to go ahead and type that in or just paste it in like I'm doing. Product name, it's pour over coffee maker. So again, you're going to select the cell, highlight it up here, paste, you're done. Variant, it's a stainless steel filter, so you're going to copy that, highlight this, paste, you're done. Now let's decide to make this a 75% rebate promotion. So we'll go ahead and click that. It's ready to go. As you can tell, if you haven't noticed before, everything I just pasted right here populated up here. And since this is a URL based campaign, it also populated some stuff here. Let me just go ahead and reference what this is saying here because you don't see it. It's a stainless steel filter, pour over coffee maker, 75%. That's all it really does, all right? Now, not only did it populate everything right here, but it also populated here, here, and here. And the second that I turn on the promotion, it also populates right here. So I'll just add the KW trigger in a few moments. Let's go ahead and get the price for this product, which is $44.75. Type that in, and immediately, the second that I click this, the formula kicks in, does all the math, and it tells me what the price is after the percentage is applied. So I click it, it's $33.56. Cool. We go over to Amazon. I'm going to look for the ASIN. It's right here. I'm going to paste that in, and we're good. Next thing is the product photo. We're going to go ahead and click on the product on Amazon. Right click on this right here. Going to go over to the new tab. Going to highlight the image URL, which by the way, you probably don't see it, but just select the image URL that's above this image. We're going to copy this, go back to the dashboard, click on here, go up here. We're going to remove this formula. We don't need it anymore. And that's good and done. Next thing is the Pixelfy link. Remember, it could be YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest. I don't know. It could be a press release. It's up to you. All right. Here for now, I'll just put YouTube.com. Cool. And you know what? I want to sell 8 of these per day. All right. Done. All right, so you may have noticed right here there's a 1. Why? Because in the all sales tab I had previously already set this up to have 1 sale. As you can tell right here, it's sake pour over coffee maker stainless steel with the keyword and the variant and the unique value. So as soon as I added all that information in here, it recognized that there was 1 sale with this unique value. All right, so let me just go ahead and collapse this so you can see everything. Now, the last thing that I want to do is set up the KW trigger. I'm just going to put test coffee maker. All right. And right now the promotions is off. Now, if you remember what I previously said, in the product selection tab, any URL based campaign that is completely set up immediately populates. So here you see test coffee maker. You see all the information for this product. How cool is that? So let's go over to Messenger and put in this KW trigger. And remember, right now at this very moment, this promotion is technically set up to be over. As you can tell right here, it says expired. So let's go over it, type this in, and it's going to go ahead and tell me that the promotion has ended for this item. Now this actually happens in the highlight flow. So if you have a product that you are trying to promote but it's not really selling, you can set up the highlight product to say, but we do however have this product, you want to check it out, and maybe you don't have a product that you really want to push, you can just deviate the condition to where it just says check out our current products, and that's it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and type in that KW trigger, and I want you to see how fast the Google Sheet and the bot interact with each other. I'm going to go ahead and set this promotion to on. I'm going to quickly go to Messenger. I'm going to click enter, and you can see that the promotion is going to be available. So I'm going to click this on, hit enter, and it's going to send me the welcome message. Now, one thing to note, users only get the welcome message once, okay? Following that, we have the product image that we pull right from Amazon. And after that, we get the percentage of the rebate, the price of the product, and what the rebate amount is going to be for, right? If they're cool with all of that, they'll just go ahead and click yes, I'm ready, and they'll continue with the rest of the bot. Now, let's just go ahead, for kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and test this out again. I'm going to turn this off, go over here, click enter, and again, it's going to tell me the promotion ended for this product. That's how fast and awesome this is, guys. All right, so let's go over and set up a search, find, buy based campaign. Remember, there's a few extra steps, but I'll show you how to set it up, okay? So from here, we're going to go back to the product templates tab. We're going to go ahead and copy everything from the fingers pointing down, and you're going to go ahead and copy up to KW4, because let's say you decided that you wanted to do just 4 keywords. So let's go ahead and copy that. Go over to the dashboard tab. Go down a few cells from the last product that's available. You're going to go ahead and paste that in, and now you have the search, find, buy template pasted into the dashboard. Now I want you to just pay attention to these cells right here, how fast it immediately populates these cells. The second I go ahead and paste it in, boom, the formulas kick in, but also the conditional formatting. That's how powerful this is, okay? So we're going to go ahead and pick another random product off of Amazon. Earlier I think I said baby cradle, so let's go ahead and look for that. And I'm going to look for baby cradle. Cool. I'm just going to pick something random. I guess this one looks cool. Whoa, 149 bucks. All right, let's go ahead and select it. So we have a brand. It is Nordmix or Nordmix. Gonna go ahead and paste that in. So that's ready. We're going to go ahead and do a bedside sleeper crib. Why not? It's going to be bedside sleeper crib or baby crib. Bedside sleeper baby crib. Why not? And this one is, what do we have? I like deep gray, so let's go ahead and pretend we're promoting deep gray. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do color or variant is deep gray. I'm a stickler for capitalization, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Boom, we're done. And instead of 75%, let's just do, I don't know, 60%. Boom, we're done with that. All right, now let me just go ahead. Oh, and capitalization, like I said before. All right, next thing we have is, let me just go ahead and expand this again. All right, so we have the brand, the product, the variant, the percentage, it all populated up here. Next thing is you're gonna add the API we provide for you through the AMZ Toolkit app, right? Next thing, you're gonna fill up all the keywords for this. Whatever keywords they are, you put them here. You see the variant, search find by auto populates by itself. We'll do the KW trigger in a few moments. This is a $145 product with 99 cents. Let me just go ahead and put that 14599. That's not 99. Boom. Here we see 8759. Let me just go ahead and drag all this down and it's set up. Let's go ahead and find the ASIN for this product. So ASIN, copy this, paste it in, and drag it down. Next part, we want the product photo URL. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click here. We're going to right click on it, open in a new tab, open the new tab. Right here just above the image, we're going to get the image URL. Copy that, go over back to the dashboard, get rid of this formula, paste in the new URL we just added, drag it down, and you're ready to go to the goal. Why? Because here, this is search find by. We don't actually need a URL here in this column, right? So from here, let's go ahead and decide we want to sell 8 products for this. So since there's 4 keywords, we'll just go ahead and divide them evenly through all the keywords, and that adds up to 5. Now this is almost ready. We got 2 more tabs that we actually need to touch up on. Let's go over to the SFB tab. So here in this formula, what you do is you go over to the dashboard and you copy the product name. So I'll go ahead and copy that. Go back here, select where it says product name, paste it in, and boom, all of a sudden, all the keywords that are available for this product finally populate right here. Let me just show you real quick what happens if one of these keywords were to sell out. Obviously, for this to work, I need this to be active. And let's change KW3 to 0 so it can say sold out. And immediately in search find by, guess what disappears? KW3. All right, so now that this is set up and working, it's immediately going to populate the keywords in the product selection tab. This is what randomizes the keywords for the product, right? Pay attention to this cell. What I'm just going to do is click here. I'm going to hit the backspace a few times. And it's going to randomize between every keyword that's still available, all right? So what if right now it says KW1. Let's go over to dashboard and pretend that this just sold out. We're going to go back to product selection, and guess what? It switched to KW4. Why? Because only 2 and 4 are the only keywords that are available, all right? So that's how this works. Now let's say what happens if you already have a search find by campaign for another product, but you want to set up another search find by campaign. Super easy to do. What you see here is a rectangle. This rectangle is sort of like a guideline for you to know what to copy. So this is your second search find by campaign. What you're going to do is copy everything from product to where it says Nordimex. Okay, copy that, go down here, and you're going to paste that in. You're going to put the new product name, okay? That's how you're going to do. And here what you're going to do is copy this cell and this cell, so column B and A, all right? You're going to copy those 2 cells, go down, paste it, But don't freak out. Here, what you need to do is reference the actual rows that are in the search find by tab. So what you'll go ahead and do is go over to search find by, and let's say you have, I don't know, 6 keywords for this product. So what we got to do is put cells 18 through 23. Let's go back to product selection. We're going to put 18 through 23. 18 through 23. All right. And then from here, you're going to do 18 through 23. 18 through 23. All right, now this kind of looks confusing, so let's just make it easy on you. Let's go over to the product template tab so you can see this live. Let's go to dashboard, paste this in. Cool. Let's just make it active for kicks and giggles. Let's go ahead and copy the product name. Go to search find by, and what we just created just now, we're going to put in that product name, which literally says add product name. It populates all the current products, and guess what? Here it populates in product selection all the current products. So I hit backspace again, and you see both of them are randomizing keywords for us, all the keywords that are still available. All right, so this is how you set up search find by and URL based campaigns all in one place. The bot does everything for you once you get everything rolling. It's super awesome, it's super powerful, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next videos, we're going to be showing you how to set up the bot itself. We're going to show you how to set up the Google Sheet integrations, how to set up the AMZ Toolkit app, and we're going to show you how each and every flow works so that we can know what it's doing, all right? Thank you again so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.